Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance, and today we return to one of the most feared warriors in all of Dominion. A hero that even after multiple counters introduced into the meta still manages to terrify battlefields everywhere. Yes, Guardians, today we are talking about Kayla, the blazing warrior of chaos, the queen of reckless aggression, and together with Yasmine, one of the queens of RNG, destruction, and fear. Over the past seasons we have seen many attempts to slow her down. Heroes like Somna and even Tempus have entered the battlefield with powerful control mechanics designed to disrupt explosive attackers. And yes, they can counter Kayla in certain situations. But here's the truth that every experienced player already knows: Kayla is still everywhere. She continues to appear in top meta teams, and she continues to dominate fights alongside her deadly partner, Yasmine. Why? Because Kayla thrives on chaos. She thrives on unpredictability. And when the fight starts going wild, when the damage numbers start exploding across the screen, that's when Kayla becomes the monster we all know she can be. So today we're going to break down exactly how to build Kayla efficiently and intelligently, focusing on maximum priorities so you can make her effective without wasting valuable resources. If you want to turn Kayla into a battlefield destroyer while still keeping your overall roster balanced, this guide is for you. Kayla is an agility-based warrior from the Chaos faction who fights on the front line using physical attack. Her kit is designed around one brutal concept: jump directly into the enemy team, and turn the fight into complete mayhem. Two of her skills scale with physical attack, while the other two scale with health. This combination allows her to deal enormous damage while also sustaining herself long enough to continue burning everything around her. Her regular attack deals physical damage, but her true power begins when her abilities start activating. Her first skill strikes enemies around her and drains their maximum health. Every enemy hit loses maximum health equal to 20% of the damage dealt, and Kayla gains that value as additional maximum and current health. This makes her incredibly dangerous in prolonged fights because every explosion of damage can also strengthen her durability. And there is one more important detail. If her brother Aiden has fallen in battle, this skill can resurrect him with the same amount of health she gained. This sibling synergy is one of the most iconic combinations in the Chaos faction and one of the reasons Kayla teams can feel nearly unstoppable when everything lines up. Her second skill is where her aggressive personality truly shines. If Kayla's health is above 40%, she will leap directly into the center of the opposing team. Once she lands, the entire battlefield becomes her arena. However, when her health drops below 25%, Kayla switches to survival mode and begins healing herself for several seconds. The more Chaos allies she has around her, the stronger that healing becomes. Eventually she will leap back to her team, but if her health remains critically low, she stays in place and continues healing instead of jumping again. This dynamic behavior makes Kayla extremely unpredictable in combat. Sometimes she dives in and annihilates the enemy line. Other times she retreats, recovers, and jumps again for a second devastating assault. Her third skill is pure retaliation. Kayla unleashes physical damage around her based on how much damage she has taken since the skill last activated. The more aggression the enemy throws at her, the stronger her retaliation becomes. After the explosion, she blinds nearby enemies, disrupting their ability to respond effectively. In other words, if opponents focus Kayla too aggressively, they may actually be fueling the damage that destroys them. Her final skill is what truly makes her terrifying. After using her jump ability, Kayla ignites in flames. While burning, she deals pure damage every second to herself and to every enemy around her. Pure damage is one of the most dangerous damage types in Hero Wars because it ignores many traditional defensive mechanics. As long as Kayla is burning, the battlefield becomes a zone of constant destruction. The effect stops once her health drops below 25%, which again ties back into her survival mechanic and healing phase. Now that we understand how Kayla fights, the next question is simple. How do we build her efficiently without overspending resources? Let's begin with artifacts. The first artifact you should prioritize is Kayla's book artifact, the Alchemist's Folio. This artifact increases armor penetration and physical attack, two of the most important stats in her entire kit. It also directly boosts the damage potential of her physical attack-based skills. If you are investing in Kayla, the book artifact must always come first. After that, your next focus should be her Ring of Agility. This artifact further increases agility, which enhances both her physical damage and survivability. If your resources are limited, stopping after upgrading the book and ring is completely acceptable and still provides strong performance. Next comes Sparks of Power. There is no debate here. Kayla should receive maximum Sparks of Power as soon as possible. Sparks increase all three primary attributes simultaneously and are one of the most efficient ways to boost a hero's overall power. For hero level, Kayla must be brought to level 120. This is essential not only for stat scaling but also for unlocking the powerful talisman mechanic, which can dramatically increase her effectiveness. Kayla currently has 2 talismans, both originally obtained through expensive progression paths. However, the first talisman, which boosts agility and physical attack, is now available in the Eternal Frontier shop. If you are building Kayla seriously, obtaining this talisman should be a major objective. Talismans can function like the equivalent of multiple fully upgraded skins when rolled correctly, making them one of the most powerful upgrades in the game. When it comes to evolution, Kayla does not require absolute star immediately to perform well. 5 stars is already enough to make her extremely dangerous, especially considering that her soul stones primarily come from the heroic chest. All of her skills should be leveled to maximum without exception. Every part of her kit contributes to her destructive gameplay loop. For glyphs, an efficient low-cost approach is to bring all glyphs to level 40 during the runic milestone event. If resources are limited, prioritize 3 glyphs: physical attack, health, and armor. These will provide the best balance between damage output and survivability. Finally, we reach skins. Kayla's absolute priority is the physical attack skin. If you only upgrade one skin, make it this one. Without hesitation, without doubt, without question. This skin directly increases the stat that powers her most devastating abilities. Once the physical attack skin is fully developed, move to the armor penetration skin, because it allows Kayla to push her damage through enemy defenses and bypass the armor of frontline heroes. This greatly increases her damage output against tanks and high armor opponents, making her explosive attacks even more lethal. All other skins, agility, crushing, and the rest, can wait until later. By following these priorities, you can build a Kayla that performs extremely well while preserving resources for the rest of your roster. A focused artifact path, maximum sparks, efficient glyphs, and one fully upgraded damage skin are enough to awaken the destructive potential that makes Kayla so feared. Guardians, Kayla may have new counters in the meta, but she remains one of the most explosive heroes in the entire game. When paired with Yasmine, when supported by Chaos allies, and when built correctly, she continues to deliver the kind of chaotic battlefield moments that win wars and break defenses. And that is exactly why she still carries her crown as one of the Queens of RNG, destruction, and fear. So let us know in the comments how your Kayla is performing on the battlefield. Are you still using her in your war lines? Have you discovered any new team combinations that make her even more dangerous? Stay tuned, because in the coming guides we will continue exploring the strongest heroes in Dominion, and helping you build them with maximum efficiency. Stay tuned, stay sharp. And as always, salute and friendship.